Mesa Winery in a nutshell. We were born in the 2004. The new company owned by my family started in the 2007. At the end of 2017, we give the majority of the stock to the Mazzotto family, and now we are proudly part of Santa Margherita Group. It has been a very nice marriage, very important for us, very useful. They gave us not only more power, but they supported us in the right way. They shared our philosophy. They never changed anything about in terms of wine. How do we cultivate the vineyards? How do we make the wine, etc., etc. And that's very important. That's very important. That means that we are on the right way, and they just recognize it. And I want to hope the same for Mazzotto family. Well, actually, we manage around 80 hectares. Exactly are 78. 66 are owned by ourselves. The other 12, we look carefully that people follow our instruction, because it's a long time that we started to be organic in vineyards. Not only vineyards, we are making a lot of steps to be greener and greener and greener, starting from the pack until the recycling of the water that you use in the vineyards, etc., etc. Mainly we produce Vermentino and Carignano. Then you can add some Cannonau and Syrah, because we are owner of 5 hectares in Syrah here in the southern part of Sardinia. And we produce a 100% Syrah grape wine. And what can I say? Mainly we produce red wine, but Vermentino is not very far. We can say 40% and 60%. Curiously, Sardinia is an island stuck in the middle of the sea, but traditionally the wine from Sardinia are red, and the food from Sardinia is not fish, but meat. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, because for us, seashore beaches means just one thing: a lot of problem and danger. From the sea always arrive the pirates, Muslim, or anyone that want to conquer the island. First of all, the Spaniard that brought to us most part of the grape that actually we cultivate. Our Cannonau, I showed the bottle, Primo Scuro. It's a Cannonau that we conceived and we made to have a more elegant and modern Cannonau. It's 100% a Cannonau, but we act in a way that we don't have a lot of extraction. So maceration has been, it was not so long. We're talking about 1 week, days. Maceration as well as being concentrated in a short time. So you have a 14 alcohol volume Cannonau, where you enjoy more the fruit than the power, more the pleasure to drink than the body, the structure of this wine. This is a typical Cannonau that you can share with friends in a normal dinner with a lot of pleasure. That's the reason why we use stainless steel only. Stainless steel only permit us to be more elegant, to achieve more finesse. The color is not so dark, so plenty. Usually the color of the Cannonau is not very, very, very dark. It's a little bit far from the Syrah or the Cabernet. If I have to get a nuance that can help me to understand when I have a Cannonau in my glass, look for the violet, purple.
That's
okay.
That's good.
Okay, light purple. There is a flower that we call violetta, violet, and you have to look for this kind of flower in your nose. Obviously, then you have red berries, red fruit, and that's all. Enjoy.
Lots of red fruit.
The vineyards are trained in a two-way. Most part is a spurred corner system with a little part of berry that came from the bush tree, the Albarello vineyards. The smallest part coming from the Albarello vineyard, bush vines, give us more concentration, more intensity. The second part help us over more elegance and fruit. Enjoy.
This is delightful. I could drink this bottle sitting here talking to you very easily.
Yes. And this was the goal that we were looking for, and maybe we reached it. It's simply a question of philosophy and objective. We have this goal to make a very enjoyable, a very drinkable Cannonau. We are so proud, to be honest, to say, hey, honey, hey, Mike, wine guy, if you look for something strong, something real traditional, almost 16 Celsius, alcohol volume, this is not your wine.
Right.
Then we have a stronger, a deeper kind of Cannonau that the name is smaller, but this is the Cannonau that we produce mainly.